Okay. What's that?
You're you're free to do anything down on the sidewalk and down through there.
Okay, what about them harassing you?
Okay. Well, they just told me the same thing about you. So just try to keep your distance from people.
Okay, I'm tired of them genociding everyone and kidnapping everyone.
Okay. This
Like
is,
in that courthouse you got down there filled with black people. How do you feel about that courthouse that's mostly black people and the jail down there that's mostly blacks? Do you feel that might be racist?
you need to come down to the sidewalk, please.
Do you feel that might be racist?
I have no.
Or are
opinion.
black people just inherently bad
I have
people
no opinion on the matter.
who enslaved and dragged over here?
You need to move down to the sidewalk, please. Thank you.
That is a cop. You know, when you come for me, it's going to make everyone know that all my messages the last 10 years are correct. And the humans are on my side.
Dude, I don't know. I don't even know who you are. Or
Well,
I'm not even sure what
you're acting like a terrorist with a badge.
I don't have a badge.
You don't have a badge anywhere at home or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, you happen to be right over here. You happen to look like one of them.
I don't know who you
And there's
are.
always some over there. That's why they're so stupid, because the terrorist badges are brainwashing them to mass murder the planet and enslave everyone. What's up, y'all? Hey, y'all should have definitely heard that.
So you can just make sure you have some of those.
Put the government in prison. She's just talking. While she's talking, you're not putting them in prison. They're killing people while you're talking. It's a deception. That's how they run it. They want to talk when they're murdering terrorists who are killing people and enslaving people. How do you feel about blacks being the majority of the population in the courthouse down there in the jail?
Pay my bills.
You don't, okay. Well, they're going to come for you eventually. You're already a target. Hey, if a cop is beating your head in, would talking to them prevent it, or do you think taking action would prevent it? Think about it. They use it trick. When a cop beats your head in, is talking to them stop it, or we're taking action to stop it? They use this trick. I'm not insulting you for standing out here.
Well, you know, if you take action against the cop beating your head in,
Yeah.
you just end up in jail.
I've already.
So how stupid is that?
Yeah,
So
no,
you
you'll-
need to
you'll
talk
end up in
about
the
it.
grave.
You need to talk about it first.
But we've been doing
get it
this
out
for
into
hundreds of
the
years.
to the public, and then well, see, this is the problem. Is because there's so much apathy, because people don't want to
'Cause
get
they're
out
controlled by
and
the
actually
opposition.
right. Right, by
Even
the
the hippies
Republicans,
were taken
the
over by the
lying,
government.
all the stupidities they spew, all the lying that they give out, and all the shit about that they're doing things for people and they're not. That's what's got people brainwashed, and that's why there's not a huge group out here, because they feel that he's doing them correctly and he's not. He's just lying through his teeth, and he needs to go. And
Oh
this
yeah,
is-
but the
and
media.
calm
put him
people, rational people come out and protest kindly and talk and try to get things done through the correct channels. Yes, it's a pain in the ass, and yes, it doesn't always work, but that's the society and the government that we live in today. And that's why we're here.
Well, I've been watching it for a long time. They just play this game back and forth.
Yeah.
The liberal leaders work with the Republican leaders, the libertarian leaders, and they all lie
You know-
about. See, why do we fight wars for Israel? Why did we invent
Well, I'm
Israel?
with you on that one,
Because
yeah.
those people own America.
They know they need to go
And they
back
own
to
the media too.
where they go from. But you're correct in a couple of things, but liberals don't do that. There are some liberals who are bad, who hide and work in
They're
the
leaders.
back to help the elite. But then there's the rest of them, and they're like people like me.
But you're
And
just
there's
a
like,
person.
uh,
The
from-
leaders are all working against us.
Not all of them. There are a lot of them that
Almost.
are working for us.
They get killed
There are
if
a lot
they
of them
don't
that
do
are working
certain
for
things.
us. And I think if we just keep this pressure up like this and keep trying to get the people who are for us into the offices and stop listening and stop saying, oh, we want to get rid of people. We don't want you in the government anymore. And then come voting time, they vote him right in. That's why you have all these representatives and congressmen that have been in there 10, 20, 30 years. It's because even though they screw you over, you're so inept to listen to the media that you believe their lies and you vote for them again. And that's where it needs to end.
Yeah,
we need to
because
stop
the same
voting
people own the media.
over
same
and
six
over
people.
and over again.
And just like this Mueller report, Russians didn't take over America. See, the Jewish in the Bolshevik slaughter, they led the world's largest slaughter and took over Russia. And then, so they own that. And that's who Trump works with, really. That's who Mueller works with as well. That's who the FBI works with.
Yeah, I was never...
But that's why he's lying about the Russians. If the Russians took over America, it'd be a better place. If anyone else took over America besides the shadow government,
I don't think Russia would make this a better place.
this place is, dude, I go out here protesting normally and these white people, I'm anti-war and these white people are gonna kill me, dude. I'm getting in on their bread and butter.
If I were doing this in Russia, I'd be arrested.
That's what they say on our
And
TV.
people go there and you see it all the time. That's the truth.
But they didn't take over America, that's the Israelis. Yeah, they're
getting
globalists.
close.
They're not just Israelis, they own all
If you
nations.
notice who he is siding with, it's all the despots, all the bad people in the world, all the governments that are controlling. That's who he is siding with because he sees this vision of a control of the world.
Well, I
That's what he
thought they
wants
just
to
wanted
do.
to protect
He wants
themselves
like
from America.
5
and
or
then
6
decide
One the
Well, right now it's
Israeli
just
guy,
America.
Saudi Arabia guy, China, and North Korea. He wants all them to take over the world and punish people. There's no disagreement. You have to toe the line. You have to stay straight. Otherwise, you get arrested and you end up dead.
All right.
You have to stay straight. Otherwise, you get arrested and you end up dead.
Well, white liberals
We need to
say
find
that
that.
white people own America and America owns the world. So right now it's one person instead of 6. I think that's a good. I think that's great when Macron stands up and says he wants to protect Europe from America's invasion. Because you got to stand up to the bullies, the white bullies, Europe from America's invasion. Because you got to stand up to the bullies, the white bullies in America, or they're just going to genocide all the species. And they've taken over about 95% of the earth. And they only need to, they're losing grip on South America. They already did that when the Spanish genocided these South Americans and raped and killed everyone. Did that when the Spanish genocided these South Americans and raped and killed everyone.
Yep.
And
They took all the gold.
that's why Christianity is
Took
down
all
there.
the gold, religious monuments and stuff that the Incas and all them people had, and they took the gold and took it back to England, melted it down, and made something else out of it. And they took the gold and took it back to England, melted it down, and made something else out of it. And they kept their riches for themselves and did what they did to Mexico, whatever was Mexico back then, all that land. That's what they did. So, now you have this shit that we're in now. What they did. So, now you have this shit that we're in now.
I think that's heroic when people stand up to America. Like Gaddafi, he
that's what
stood
we're
down
doing
and
here.
he killed him.
We're standing up to.
But I mean
to
Russia and
America.
China. You guys are
Them too,
working
they're
with these
bunches.
people who control America. China. You guys
Them
are
too,
working
they're
with these
bunches.
people who control America.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
They've been, Bill Clinton's children are Jewish. Donald Trump's children are all Jewish. They're the same bloodline. They're the Illuminati bloodline. They controlled the world 5,000 years ago and they killed Jesus for talking to them. They controlled the world 5,000 years ago and they killed Jesus for talking to them. They killed him for talking to them.
You know what this is?
Yeah, that's Star Trek. It's this Jewish supremacist. Oh, that's an atheist thing. Yeah, it's science call. Yeah, you don't believe in the oldest book ever written.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's science call. Yeah, you don't believe in the oldest book ever written.
Jesus.
You don't have to.
I do believe in the oldest book ever written, but that's not the Bible.
That's
And
popularized.
it's not the Quran, and it's not the other one. It's the one that was written, the Mahabharata that was written in India back 5,000, 6,000 years ago.
Yeah,
India back 5,000, 6,000 years ago.
yeah.
do a little research, and then you find out that all those stories that are in that book were in the next book, or in the Bible.
Yeah, and they're writing all these books.
It's all the same.
That's
thing.
why they say the Bible is Jewish, and they also wrote the Satanic Bible in Hollywood. Why they say the Bible is Jewish, and they also wrote the Satanic Bible in Hollywood. Because they keep writing the Abrahamic books.
Right.
So they can deceive people.
Keep following.
And they run science cult too. Name your leaders.
What's that?
They run science cult too. Hitchinson is one of them. They run science cult too. Hitchinson is one of them. Not Edison, Einstein is one of them.
So what brings you down here?
Carl Sagan is Jewish.
Sagan, yes.
Those are your gods of atheism. Those are who you
Well,
worship.
I've done some genetic research.
Yeah.
My family, my wife's family, and it turns out we have Jewish in our ancestry way back when.
Yeah,
So, you know,
that's possible, but you shouldn't believe the people
I don't believe that
if
stuff.
they own the DNA. That's possible, but you shouldn't believe the people
I don't believe that stuff.
if they own the DNA's from. Like I said, all the science is owned by them. So it's another religion where you have to have faith that DNA is real and stuff like that, and that they're not
DNA
lying.
is real.
And that they're not lying to you about that. Yeah, archaeologists have to hide their digs, and that they're not lying to you about that. Yeah, archaeologists have to hide their digs so no one else looks at them. Just scientists are rich people just like the bankers and the lawyers, and they just want more money. At the end of the day, they don't care who they got to kill to let their family live in a night. At the end of the day, they don't care who they got to kill to let their family live in a night, run in these fancy rich cars and drive up and down this fancy rich cars.
You just have a distrust of everybody.
Well, when people are lying, when people kidnap me and rob me of millions of dollars, and they continue to work to protect that system, they are my enemy. Millions of dollars, and they continue to work to protect that system, they are my enemy. Actually, they are. I just don't trust them. I know people. Humans are flawed. They all have lies and stuff like that. You just have to work through what they're doing and basically, analyze them, see them face to face, and look in their soul as they speak. Basically, analyze them, see them face to face, and look in their soul as they speak, and you know what they're saying, whether it's real or not.
Right.
And so all humans seem pretty flawed, but I don't trust the system who's enslaved me and robbed me and pedophiles, stuff like that. I'm not all for this white supremacist nation. Pedophiles, stuff like that. I'm not all for this white supremacist nation. It's quite disgusting. And the main thing is the rest of the world's going to destroy the empire just like they always have if they don't change. And I don't really think most of these people deserve change because I don't really think most of these people deserve change because when I walk them down the street, white people look at me like I'm the devil when I protest wars because they know that they don't get to drive on a fresh paved road unless they kill some Arabs tomorrow. So they would have to live halfway with someone. So they would have to live halfway with someone. So and some of the other people slip into it too, but generally not. I find when I'm speaking with people who are somewhat non-white, they tend to know. They understand because you're a targeted system because you're easy to spot. They understand because you're a targeted system because you're easy to spot.
Yeah.
And just like I've got long hair, I'm a target because I'm easy to spot.
Can't get rid of this.
I think people see non-white in me too. The white girls act weird to me. I mean, maybe they do see something. The white girls act weird to me. I mean, maybe they do see something.
All right.
We should be able to see the motor of that. We should be able to see the motor of that. we should be able to read the Mueller report, that we should be able to digest the Mueller report.
What the fuck? Did I not have my sign on me? Fuck. Did I not have my sign on me? Yeah, I think one of these thieves stole my sign. I think one of these thieves stole my sign, did they? You see, these people hate the truth. They don't want you to know the truth. These people, you see, these people hate the truth. They don't want you to know the truth. These people hate the truth. They don't want you to know the truth. These people. They're working to protect the government at the end of the day. Hey, y'all. Yeah, I think, did you guys just see that? Someone stole my sign? Did they? You guys just see that? Someone stole my sign? Did they? InfoWars isn't here, are they?
Right there. Don't talk.
So it's really ironic.
Don't talk.
So it's really ironic out here. What do you think?
I think that Alex Jones' children have Jewish blood, and that's why he's deceiving the humans to kill them. I think the Jews took over America, and they own all the media. And Alex Jones' children, the Jews took over America, and they own all the media. And Alex Jones' children is one of them. And he was sold out to the Purim ritual, a holiday where they mix blood to take over nations. You hate the truth, devil.
What?
Alex Jones is a devil. He is Satan, and we are here with the Lord. We are here to take his demon. Satan, and we are here with the Lord. We are here to take his demon kind down. He will pay.
Is that a threat?
A threat? He's rich. Sean Jones 2020. We're going to take over America and put the government and the elite in prison and take all their assets.
What are you even talking about? You're making
I'm talking
no
about you're going to stop their assets.
What are you even talking about? You're making
I'm talking about you're going to stop genociding the Arabs and the Venezuelans.
I'm not doing anything.
Yes, you are. You're white,
What
and
have
you
I
are
done?
paying taxes for these people to murder for the last 100+ years, 60 years in the Middle
Just because
East.
I'm white, I don't have any part in that.
Oh, really? Why are you living on non-white in the Middle
Just because
East?
I'm white, I don't have any part in that.
Oh, really? Why are you living on
look
non-white
pretty
land?
white to me.
I look kind of Jewish. You should.
look white to me.
I look like Jesus, buddy. Is Jesus a Jew or not?
I don't really care what he is.
Okay. Well, you're being deceptive. Thanks for. I hope you know that's on the internet, bro. I just caught. Thanks for. I hope you know that's on the internet, bro. I just caught Alex Jones being informed because he's been hiding who his children are because him and Donald Trump are Jews, and because
Are you a
he's
predator?
selling out
Should I tell Alex that
he's-
you're obsessed with his children because you seem like a predator?
he's selling out the human race. He's going
You're
to
a
kill
predator,
them.
that's with his children because you seem like a predator.
He's selling out the human race. He's going
You're
to
a
kill
predator.
them.
Please don't follow me.
He's,
You're obsessed with
the
children.
Jews are selling out the human race. They're going to extinct them. They're not humans. Awesome. The best ever. Hey, y'all see that? Awesome. The best ever. Hey, y'all see that? You guys did, didn't you? They might have stole this. No, they didn't. They might have stole a sign, but you can't beat internet. You guys seen that, right? I can't discuss with the camera right now. But that, you guys seen that, right? I can't discuss with the camera right now. But that was InfoWars reporter. They stole a sign, so that's just a little bit of where I need some money, guys, because I mean, I guess I don't, right? I can just steal more.
Is that an example of toxic masculinity?
Steal more.
Is that an example of toxic masculinity?
InfoWars.
Do you think that's an example of toxic masculinity when he's telling you what to do? Wow, you're pretty silent, but you're the real piece of toxic masculinity.
Hey, I hope one of you guys watching this video recorded that because who knows? I don't expect these people to be very nice to me after everything.
Thank you for your stand. Raise your hand if you have a representative. They are different. One says senator, one says representative.
Get that going, camera two.
They've taken a vote. One says representative.
Get that going, camera two.
They've taken a vote. All voted
get
in
her
favor.
closer.
So that's why we thank you.
How could he be a Hitler if he's got Jewish blood in his family? The Nazis are definitely backing him. Hell yeah. The Nazis are literally ran by this guy.
Look at this one.
And he blames white people for what he does. So they kill.
Look at this one.
And he blames white people for what he does. So they kill the white people. Yeah. Yeah, most Americans are. They're bad people.
Yeah.
Well, the Americans are dead. There's only USA citizens left.
Right.
The Americans were genocide.
If you don't want to fill it out right now,
Genocide.
no whole address. If you don't want to fill it out right now, you can take it home and on your blue sheet, there are addresses.
I'm surprised it's young people.
Both senators and for all three representatives. Raise your hand if you're in Congresswoman Beatty's district, if you're in District 3. All right, so you're going to thank her for that. Raise your hand if you're in District 12, you're in Congressman Baldwin. Okay, transparency is a no-brainer. I'd really like to put that back in. So, you know, he's good on the no-brainers, so we're going to make sure we send that message on. Will you raise your hand if you're in Skyler's District 15? Okay,
That one
yeah.
right there's
So
working with them.
you,
Clearly,
and
she's
on your
allowed to
blue
be on the
sheet,
line.
you will notice, in addition, you have some talking points. So don't be shy. You've got some stuff there that you can say. You also have Twitter handles, so you can tweet.
Hail victory of the elite. Put them in prison. Put the elite, the rich elite in
So
prison.
there is information there.
Repurpose their stuff. Put the government in prison for their crimes and their terrorism and their genocide.
What I'm going to do, guys,
Is that what you guys want?
I'm going to read you.
Right now, we want the Mueller report released, and that should put a few of them in prison.
Representative Nadler.
He's lying. Trump's family is Jewish blood, not Russian. He's working with the Jews, the Israelis. You know that, right? 'Cause liberals know that because they understand not to kill the Arabs. And they know Israeli must be doing something, and that's what they're doing. They're controlling the government through people like Trump. And Barak is an Israel named 12th century BC ruler of Israel.
Agrees with us that the report needs to be released. Last Sunday, Attorney General William Barr summarizing what he says.
Who's gonna see that?
The next day,
Grandma?
after a 5-minute sermon, I will
Your grandma wants to say.
Hey, do you know what the name Barak is? The 12th century ruler of Israel.
Why do you hate older people?
Because young people have no respect these days. Because their parents didn't raise them. Don't blame the kids for the parents neglecting them.
Dude, you're such a child predator. Leave me alone. Seriously, watch out for him.
What's your name? You're very pretty. You shouldn't sell out our people. Alex Jones is guilty of capital crimes. He's a traitor. He's working for Israel. All politicians are traitors working for Israel. And this is the,
Don't do interviews with InfoWars.
it's just a gossip rag. You guys should attack it by making it look stupid. He's a conspiracy theorist. You guys should attack him to get him out of here. Just like verbally. You can't attack people unless you're a government agent. Then you can kill whoever you want, unless you work for the government, right?
We, the members of the Judiciary Committee, the House of Representatives, and the entire American public are still.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a cop, but of course I'm just cop. What's up? What? How are you? I'm good. I'm good. What you here for? The Mueller report? Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I'm here to expose that the same bloodline controls America, whether it's left or right. The corporate oligarchs buy off both sides. It's true. And the liberal media actually gave Trump more airtime than anyone. He gave him more free advertising than any president in history, double of it. double what they gave Obama. That's how he got big, because I was like, how's this idiot big? It's like,
It's all about the dollars.
he's just stupid and he's orange, but he did say a couple things that sounded good if you didn't research into it. And so, like Barack was there to appease black people who are on the edge of revolution, and Trump is there to appease white people on the edge of revolution. You know, the racist ones, the ones for white power and stuff.
Keep the fight going.
So, but they're both protecting Israel. That's who they're working for. They don't care about America. They want America to fall off the map so Israel can be the next Rome, because America's the 5th empire, Israel will be the 6th empire base. It's the same people for the last 5,000 plus years. They ran from like Egypt. We chased them out of Egypt, the Pharisees, then they ran to the Middle East and Israel, then they ran, like Rome. And then, there's Israel and then Rome, different time frames. And then they ran to UK as Rome fell. And from UK, they split off over into America and Australia. And now they know Americans are on to them, and they're planning on moving back to Israel. So isn't real, doesn't even exist, but liberals are literally giving it to them by not discussing that. Like, you can't just let them have the land just because they keep killing brown people there. It doesn't make it their land. How many years do I have to go kill some people before their land becomes mine? That's really the question. Is it 10 years, in 20 years where you forget, in 60 years? And I think a lot of this talking they do is to prevent people from, seeing the truth in real action. They want people, like the Republicans, think of some of the nonsense they do, Pizzagate and all this stuff. And it's like, what is that? That makes you sound stupid. Quit talking about it. And they do that to both sides. And they do that because they own all the media, from the comic books to the internet and all the TV. And it's pretty much the same people, and the government works to protect them. So be careful of these people. Never think because you're following someone and letting them be your leader that they're not deceiving you. Just always use your best intuition. What's your name?
Sheila.
I'm Sean.
Hi, John.
Good to meet you. I'm actually running for president in 2020, but I guarantee you they won't ever put me on TV, because I've been baiting them for 10 years, and they're scared of me because I talk about bringing the left and the right together, and blacks and white together, and taking the nation back and giving freedom to all people. And who deserves it is everyone but America. All the nations America's been genociding. We got to respect them. I don't really care if Americans kill themselves off, as long as but they need to stop killing everyone else. I think that's a good plan to let the other humans have their lands.
Sorry. Sorry, human distress.
But watch, if I never make the media, it's because they're hiding me, and it's too late for America, because it kind of is, but I'm pressure testing it to see if they'll ever give me any media time. And they might here and there. I've been put in hit pieces, but I've been interviewed by Breitbart and they wouldn't air it, so I don't think they're ever going to.
Breitbart wouldn't air it?
What?
Breitbart wouldn't air it?
Yeah, I was at the Republican National Convention.
Interesting.
I'm gonna move on, but have a good day.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't talk to InfoWars.
Yeah, still just got busted for They take my sign. Someone did, man. I'm a little fucked up, so I can be peaceful. So y'all can easily trick me. I think you've noticed that, can't you? Trust me, that's not the real me. Okay, so we're just gonna walk down here. I do believe they stole my shit, and that's fine. It's sneaky tactics. That's what they got to do, right? And you know who that was? That was that girl on chasing me, probably.
All of that, so it's trying to avoid. Thanks, John. Thank you. They went after him, and they still go after him. If you know any more
She's a nut. She's a nut. She's a nut. She's a nut. She's a nut.
It's funny how they feel safe stealing stuff from a person who's like a totally trained killer. Look how weak they all are, dude. It doesn't really matter which one it is. Even the cop is a fucking pussy compared to me. Hey, did you steal my sign?
No, I don't.
May God burn the demons who have taken over America. May God destroy America for its wicked ways. May he continue to destroy it with weather like he has the last 4 months at my command.
She's a nut. She's a nut. She's a nut.
Put the elite in prison.
She's a
Put the
nut.
rich people in prison. Take their assets. Give it back to the people they've stolen it from. Put the rich elite in prison. You down with that? Putting the bankers in prison, seizing their assets they've stolen from us. Awesome. Awesome. These people aren't. They want to focus on something and point fingers in different directions. So you look over that way, well, they're reaching in your pocket another way. They work with the Republicans at the top. That's how it continues, right? If 50% of the government was like anti-genocide, they would have stopped killing the Arabs 50 years ago. Be careful. Listen to what these people say, but think critically when you listen to them. I've been trying to bait the media for a while. I even got interviewed by Breitbart, but they didn't put it out. I suppose I've been assuming they're not going to put me on the media ever. I have been.
Something that we can subscribe to.
I've got a YouTube channel. I don't think it's written down. Might be hard because my name's pretty generic, but I can do it.
The Russians often were Democratic candidates.
Look up Sean, S-H-A-W-N, Jones,
Oh yeah, pretty.
2020.
2020?
Yeah, that'll bring you to a video of mine.
Are you running for president?
I'd like to, but I don't think the media is going to cover me. So, yeah, I said I would before anyone. Yeah.
All right.
I said I would before anyone, but I don't think they're going to cover me. Because I'm going to put them in prison too. And we're going to change the media. We're going to give the media back to the people. Like YouTube owners, Facebook, they're always censoring everyone. It's going to be our property.
You ain't got that, do you?
What, Facebook? Yeah, but it's all mostly edited and troll stuff because they ban me when I post really intelligent stuff or too hard-hitting stuff.
You gotta be careful with that anyway. They're stealing your data.
Hey, you want one of these? I've been working for the last 10 years to come up with new laws for America. Basically, we're going to annihilate the laws they put in place and bring the Constitution back in many places, but it's going to be a little more for the people because we're in a better age where there is more for the people than there was 300 years ago.
I'm just not sure the people that you were talking about is really going to allow that to happen. So I'm not sure that's really happening for, I don't know, change, I guess.
You seem to understand that they're not going to let me.
They don't want it.
They don't.
They got the power, so.
Well,
It's not how, it's not how it works. It's unfortunate, but you have to overcome a lot.
JFK, they killed him. He said those who refuse peaceful revolution will beckon violent revolution. And, in his own words.
Yeah.
And but I think they're going to try to wage war against us soon enough, anyways. Because especially if I go around telling people, because they already kind of wake. That was the point of Obama, was to put black people back to sleep and think the government works for them. Even KRS-One said that, like, we was about to riot, and then Barack got put out. And then Trump's for the Nazis, right? They put him out there to appease Nazis, but Trump didn't really do what he talked about. He went back on it. Of course, right. I knew he was going to do that. You know, it probably sounds crazy, but I got gifts. People around Trump came into my life before he announced his presidential run. I believe they were FBI because they lived in a military community in D.C. And they made the mistake of giving me gifts, so I have those gifts still, like Trump gifts. And I think this was like 9 years ago. They were interested in who I am. It's been 9 years to re-educate myself since then. I'm much more ready to go into battle.
You got to be informed, that's for sure.
But I'm worried they are going to turn it into an actual war on the soil.
Well, we got to have more stuff like this. But at a much higher scale, honestly. This ain't nothing.
Yeah, this would be nice, but generally they don't allow you to get too close to the subject. Like OWS, I went to OWS, you know, like 10 plus years ago, 12 years ago, Occupy Wall Street.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we were protesting
Ohio
banks.
West Wing in the college. I was like,
So, all we did was protest banks. We didn't like name the owners of the banks because you got to name the people so you can go arrest them and seize their assets, right? And so OWS never actually got to the core of it. Kind of like Alex Jones here. He's had his followers, the conspiracy theorists, libertarians, and alt-right, you know, for so long. And what he does is he just sits around and he doesn't really organize them. And in fact, he did start organizing, but at one time he went around to disrupt events, and then another time he just went around selling tickets, but he quickly went back, and then after that he got a rich new studio.
he's a wild dude, that's for sure.
And I believe they took over his family through the bloodline, like they did Trump and Clinton's. That's how they do it. Like they marry into the bloodlines and breed with them, so they'll never turn on them. All the candidates in 2016 had the same bloodline in their family. All of them.
Don't try me.
There's someone here stole my sign.
What is your take on this whole protest here?
I think the FBI is just working a smoke screen internally on the citizens, and I think they're actually working with Trump because the Russians didn't.
Do you think the investigators are like Mueller?
Yeah, because the media is staged. They're working just to create a false narrative. They're just creating a false narrative, so you look at that and you don't look at their other hand in your pocket.
Obama has been a Republican a long time. That's fine.
Think of it, if this country's been corrupt as long as it has been, the FBI and the CIA would have done something about it, but they're part of it. The CIA runs the drugs, the FBI, works with the terrorist doctors selling drugs, and it's just a huge system. But you even have school teachers working to spread propaganda.
So big. That's what I'm saying.
Everyone's involved in it. I know. Dude, that's why when I come out here, a lot of people look at me like I'm a demon because they know I'm taking bread out of their pocket. When I say stop killing the Arabs, that's less money for them. But the odd thing is they're just deceived that they benefit so much from it, because if we took all their gold and stuff and repurposed it, there'd still be an ample amount of stuff.
The thing is, people are satisfied with staring at their phone all day, so they don't want to change. They're staring at all day long and be complacent. So that's why we got to where we are, because people are happy with the distractions that our society has provided.
So where do you get your news from? You do seem aware.
I get my news from all over the place. Podcasts, Reddit, newspaper.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes it seems like I'm the last one to figure this stuff out. Like I'm the dumb one.
Seems clear to me. I don't know. Seems clear to me, brother.
Yeah, for a while I didn't participate in society, so I knew nothing of it. And then everyone else started telling me stuff. They're like, maybe the media's lying to you. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. But they would find it interesting doing that. scam. It's all a scam.
It's like she has a Hitler, Donald Trump thing, and he is the leader of the Nazis. I can prove that.
Dude, I'm reading the Rise and Fall of the Third Reich right now, and I'm reading it for the sole purpose of trying to see if, there are comparisons to our current history. And it's crazy. It really is.
Do you see comparisons to USA in it?
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't want to go into it kind of looking for that, but that's kind of why I grabbed it out. It's a long book. Give it a read. It's one of the best accounts of that period that there is.
Yeah. I guess I might have read the first couple chapters or listened to it on audiobook, but I sometimes feel a lot of these things are long-winded, and at the same time, like, are you into the alt-right at all?
I mean, what do you mean?
Well, the alt-right's like the newer group that would be reading that. Like, I was hanging out in the alt-right chats.
That's not alt-right.
Pretty much.
That's just a history thing. I have a degree in history, so.
But recently to them, that became a topic.
That's just a
those people are behind Trump.
Well, yeah, definitely. Alt-right, absolutely. But that book is just a history book. I'm just interested in the history.
That's not the real alt-right either. The real alt-right originally came from the Jewish Paul Gottfried at Amlin. And then quickly Spencer took it, started writing on it. Yeah, he was mentored by Gottfried, and so is Spencer's boss. But then it went to this place called Daily Stormer Underground, and that's where it really developed. And you don't know that because even the liberal media owners don't want to tell you the real links to the Nazis in the alt-right, which I've done in my videos and stuff. I have. And I just reiterated actually just yesterday because someone asked me and I did a different take on it. But they cover that up. They just tell you Spencer's ahead and he's not. To the real alt-righters, that's called the alt-light because it changed.
That makes sense.
And it basically, I think it always was a government operation, but they fostered some truth so to get grassroots behind it. And then when grassroots started spreading it, then they passed it from Andrew Anglin Daily Stormer to Alex Jones as their actual leader.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah.
And then Trump thanked Alex Jones.
You see that video recently of Alex Jones? He was in like a restaurant, people were kind of heckling him, so he started yelling back, and it was a big altercation.
No, I didn't see that. It sounds fun, huh?
Yeah, check it out. So, I mean, I definitely agree with you people. Gotta have transparency.
Yeah, I think Mueller's working with them. I've even talked to Mueller, and I gave him links. I was like, dude, you're not going after the right people, and I haven't heard anything of it since then.
I mean, I feel like it's symbolic at best to call releasing the entire Mueller report necessary.
Yeah, but technically it's illegal, and it's a distraction too.
Or you continue to degradate the integrity of the system. Each small step down the line makes it worse and worse. So you gotta do what you can do with what you can do, right?
But they're busy creating 20 new deceptions a day while we're fighting one deception every 2 months tops.
That's a good call. Yeah,
And then we move on without defeating a topic as well.
Without defeating a topic, that's a great way to put it.
Both sides do that.
We're distracted, people, people are made up of
Well, not to brag, but I was born really advanced, right? Like I could read and stuff, and I supposedly had knowledge and stuff. And so, even on top of that, putting 10 years heavy research time in this stuff, being a fast reader, I only know so much stuff, and everyone else knows even less because they have jobs and they have families and lives, and I have nothing. So that's all I do.
It's not even just reading the stuff, being able to connect the stuff at a high level as well as understanding the nitty-gritty. And that's just a lot for anybody, especially with how big we are.
That's actually what I scored really good in, was the equation solving, the finding the logic in math problems along with the reading and writing. So it actually goes skills I had, I think I was born with, because I don't think no one around me was smart enough to teach them. Those skills I had since I was in school, they do apply to this a lot. And so I try to fully understand when people don't know something. You know, I try not to attack them. Like a lot of liberals and Republicans, they just don't know that their leaders are lying to them. And they don't know what they're saying is just a distraction. Sometimes they do, that's right, too. It's easier to know it when you only know one or two things, but when you start getting into like someone like Alex Jones who's supposedly exposing tons of stuff, you don't have time to research all that, and you got to go with it.
You're talking about 50 conspiracy theories a day.
Now the media, the mainstream media and mainstream internet, which I think Alex Jones is mainstream now, they use that word to deceive you. Mainstream media. He's like, and Donald Trump's like, the media is fake. It's like, well, where's the real media? Which one's the real media?
The media is, at this point, the media is unique to everybody because of what people access.
I'm turning like this so I can hear. Just so you know.
Are you okay with that? I'm not, right? What do we need to do? The bar letter also asserts that most...
Put the media owners in prison. Alex Jones is a terrorist.
Would you stop?
Yeah, but I'm exposing you guys.
No, listen, your dog's gonna watch your video and that's about it.
No.
Your dog's not gonna give a shit, so stop.
Really, only? But I'm in the media's face all the time. How come you're scared to air me? For the last 10 years, you're scared to air
No one
me.
knows who you are. No one gives a shit about you. Stop.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure? Because Breitbart interviewed me. How does Breitbart not know me if they interviewed me?
What was your driving force in coming out today?
And I'll make my name known.
He's InfoWars. I'll talk to him.
I mean, you are pretty every day. You're a fighter, right?